Hello, I'm Hades, and welcome to the CryptoVillages Buying Food and Feeding Villages gameplay overview. This demonstration is a brief showcase breaking down this necessary task. After all, well-fed villagers make efficient workers. How to interact with the in-game food vendor building, as well as monitoring and maintaining your building's hunger levels. Please note that this is a visual demonstration only and the current build is not reflective of the final visuals, audio, and functionality of the game, and all elements are subject to change. In the center of the screen, you will see the food vendor building. Simply left-click on this building to bring up the food vendor overlay. From here, you are able to click the amount of food that is required and click Purchase. To utilize this food, simply left-click the building you wish to feed. By left-clicking the building, it will bring up the building's overview screen. In this case, we have selected the barracks. On the left-hand side of the screen, please note the feed meter. This is a visual representation of the building's time until starving. Once a building enters this state, it will stop producing the in-game doubloons until fed. To avoid this state entirely, ensure that you feed your buildings regularly. On the bottom of the building overlay screen are all of the buildings of the same type that the player owns. These buildings are color-coded with a border that indicates their feed meter level. Green representing well-fed and red representing starving. These buildings can also then be filtered via hunger level, tier, and experience. This demonstration is a brief showcase breaking down the PvE gameplay, how the tiered building systems interact with the Wilderness Raid screen, as well as the rewards for completing PvE raids. Please note that this is for visual demonstration only, and the current build is not reflective of final visuals, audio, and functionality of the game, and all elements are subject to change. Firstly, I'll bring your attention to the village icon in the center of the map. From here, you'll be able to send your troops on raids in the CryptoVillages universe. Upon launch, there'll be 4 regions available. Tier 1, Forage Valley, Tier 2, Mount Cryptopia, Tier 3, the Dust Bowl, and Tier 4, Deep Claw Ridge. In order to initiate raids in each region, you'll require the appropriately tiered building. As you can see here, we have a Tier 4 Mage Academy, which will allow us access to the Deep Claw Ridge. Once you've initiated a raid, the raid duration timer will start. When the allocated time has passed, a raid completed icon will appear, allowing you to access the rewards for the allocated raid. Rewards earned will range from food, in-game resources and relics, to XP, all of which will be needed to upgrade the tier of your buildings. Items can also be traded in the in-game marketplace for in-game doubloons. This demonstration is a brief showcase breaking down the marketplace gameplay, how to interact with the marketplace, as well as filtering the marketplace items and personal listings. Please note that this is a visual demonstration only and the current build is not reflective of the final visuals, audio, or functionality of the game, and all the elements are subject to change. From your main village screen, on the top left section of the gameplay hub, you will see the Marketplace tab. Simply left-click on this tab to bring up the Marketplace overlay. From here, you will see consumables that are available for purchase, ranging from basic resources, wood, stone, and metals, to more advanced ones such as the arrowhead, mana crystal, and the building deed. You're able to filter through all of these marketplace items using the in-game name, the date that the item was listed, from pricing, including, excluding, and item rarity. The second tab available to you is the Buildings tab. From here, you're able to search for buildings ranging from Tier 1 through to Tier 4, as well as Stakeholder Buildings that are available for purchase using your CVG token. The final tab is the Listed Items tab. This is where all your listed items will be available to be seen that you have for sale on the marketplace. There will only ever be 4 in-game stakeholder buildings available: the Trading Post, Bazaar, Bank, and the rarest of all, the Castle. For this demonstration, in the center of the screen you'll see the Bank stakeholder building. Simply left-click on this building to bring up the Bank overlay screen. Here, you're able to view your bank details, as well as see any other banks that you have available to you. Please note that all stakeholder buildings do not require feeding, as they are all considered fully fed at all times. Stakeholder buildings are the rarest and most lucrative buildings within crypto villages, providing investors with a percentage of all marketplace transaction fees paid directly into their wallets. These buildings are only available during limited time sales prior to the game's release, and the buildings themselves require zero upkeep or interaction to generate true passive income. To claim tokens produced by your stakeholder buildings, simply return to the CryptoVillages home screen hub. On the bottom right side, click the Claims panel to bring up the Stakeholder Claims overlay. From here, you can see your tokens available, check an address has available CVGT, authorize, or make a claim. For those stakeholder owners that do not wish to engage with the game at all, this functionality is also available on the CryptoVillages website. On the top right section of the Gameplay Hub, you will see the Inventory tab. Simply left-click on this tab to bring up the inventory overlay. The first tab available is the Consumables tab. This is where all consumables that the player has gained through going on in-game raids will be available to view. These basic consumables range from pine, oak, and maple wood, basalt, marble, and onyx, to copper, iron, and steel. The second tab that is available to you is the Relics tab. From here, you're able to view all relics that you have acquired, from the spear tip, arrowhead, claymore, to the horseshoe, oasis water, and mana crystal. All of these items are required to upgrade your buildings in-game. You can sort through these items using the tiered button on the left-hand side of the screen. Thank you for joining, and stay tuned for more exciting Crypto Villages gameplay videos in the near future. We look forward to the full release in the coming months.